Because that money was coming, ain't nobody was gonna say, yo, don't do that. People were scared to say shit to me because they didn't want to stop their money. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they call yes man. 1738. I know for a fact I was clearing 100,000 every day. Now, the day I woke up and I only made like 40,000, I'm like, some shit ain't right. I remember that shit yesterday. I took out $100,000 and I was about to fly to Cali. And when I landed I was flying to Cali. And when I landed out there, because we was doing my daughter's birthday that weekend, I think, and I went to the bank again and was like, hold. And I'm like, what the f? And I went to call to my other account, like, yo, can you send me this? He's like, yo, bro, I gotta talk to you. And I'm like, what you talking about?
On October 28th, 2021, the stage was set at Citi Field for one of the biggest performances of the year, but Fetty Wap never made it to the microphone. Federal agents intercepted the Trap Queen star right before he was scheduled to perform at the Rolling Loud Festival in New York.
Authorities say rapper Fetty Wap not only makes his money by entertaining, but by selling drugs too, and lots of it.
This wasn't a simple misunderstanding. It was the climax of a multi-agency investigation into a cross-country drug distribution network. He was charged with conspiracy to distribute over 100 kilos of illegal drugs.
Thursday night, FBI agents arrested the platinum artist, whose real name is William Jr. Maxwell II, at the Rolling Loud Music Festival here at Citi Field in Queens.
While the world saw a superstar at the height of his career, the FBI saw a kilogram-level distributor moving product through stash spots in USPS vehicles.
District attorney on the case said the defendants ran a multi-million-dollar bicoastal drug distribution organization with Suffolk County as their home base. They were wholesale drug dealers who pumped massive quantities of narcotics into our communities.
To understand how a man with 4 simultaneous top 10 hits ended up in a federal prison, we have to look at the staggering math of his rise. In 2015, Fetty Wap was effectively the T-Pain of his era, dominating the Billboard charts in a way only legends like the Beatles had done before.
1738. Hey, I like, hey, what's up, hello. Since you're pretty, soon as you came in the door, I just wanna chill, never circle, I swear. Married to the money, introduced her to my stove. In love with the money, I ain't never letting go.
He reportedly pulled in $22 million in a single year, earning up to $365,000 for a single performance. But the money wasn't just for him. It was fuel for a lifestyle that cost $150,000 every single month in basic bills. He wasn't just paying for himself. He was funding a superstar subsidy for a team of 15 to 30 people.
Doing like 150,000 a month in bills, but that's the dumbest shit I was doing. Like, matter of fact, yeah, if I had to, it was jewelry and like apartment. Like, I didn't like staying in hotels. Like, I don't like hotels. I don't like people who just could knock on my door when they feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Fetty sign there. Let's go see which room he in. Yeah. Like, I ain't like that shit. So I have like maybe like 4 apartments in Jersey. I had like 2 apartments in Miami, a couple apartments in LA. Then I have houses out in LA. I have a house in Jersey, like a house in Miami. Like I said, now we go, like I was saying, like I know for a fact I was clearing 100,000 every day. Now, the day I woke up and I only made like 40,000, I'm like, some shit ain't right. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 30,000. Hey, we want to book Fetty for 50,000. I'm like, what the? And I'm like, all right, it's happening. I'm like, this where shit start getting dark.
You didn't think in your mind like, all right, let me just come with another hit and I'm gonna bring that shit back up?
I did. I actually made one. Wake Up.
Yeah.
Wake Up went platinum in maybe like 2 weeks. Bro, like, let's say we go to the mall, right?
Yeah.
At this time, I love robbing jeans, right?
Yeah,
These talking about $500 a pair of jeans.
Tell me they gave you some type.
Of course, we still cool to this day, bro. That's my guy.
Took care of it, good.
You'll see people like this.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So if you buying shit for yourself, you gonna look like just a greedy ass, selfish ass nigga.
So then the type of nigga I am, I'm like, all right, everybody grab a pair. And then my worst shopping experiences was Barney's when the Balmain shit came out.
Yeah.
We talking about $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 pair of jeans, bro. I'm buying 30 pair of jeans. Now, mind you, I'm only wearing one pair. But we spending 45. I'm spending 45,000 on this motherfucker jeans, bro. I ain't even get my shirt yet.
He described himself as loyal to a fault, a trait that became his greatest liability. While he viewed this as taking care of his team, he later realized he was surrounded by leeches who were only there for the shopping sprees and private flights.
Talk to me, buddy. It's your boy Fetty Wap, man. 1738, Mr. Trap Queen out here in Miami on the vibe shoot, young and reckless.
When his income began to slow down in 2017, the people who were happy to spend his millions didn't offer financial guidance. They simply waited for more. The investigation into his downfall reveals a series of fractures within his inner circle, particularly the beef between P. Dice and a Patterson rapper named Tax G. Tax G accused Fetty of taking his style, leading to internal problems that eventually saw P. Dice kicked out of the group. The unity began to crumble. Fetty was facing extortion attempts from the same streets he tried to uplift. His label situation only complicated matters, as disputes over management and tour deals reportedly cost him opportunities to open for stars like Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Speaking of Taylor Swift, she reportedly gave Fetty a piece of advice on her private jet that could have changed everything. She explained how she structured her career with layers of accountability so that no one person could drain her fortune.
It was funny because I just did an interview and they asked me who I wanted to make a song with, and I told them Taylor Swift.
I heard
That's
that.
dope.
So it was just like the next 2 days, that's when she asked me. I was like, yeah.
So you come, I saw the footage where you come out and everybody's screaming. You know what I'm saying? And Taylor Swift, not that you need it, but that's like a hell of a cosign right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's a real cool person too. Like the whole time she wasn't even talking about no music. Like we were just talking about like regular life. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just like giving me like information on like, you know what I'm saying, day-to-day things, like how I should, you know what I'm saying, base myself further, like the higher I get as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like just little things that like no, like people ain't really talked to me like that about. You know what I'm saying? I done met a couple people so far, but she was telling me like real key pointers where I felt as though like I was talking to like a business person. You know what I'm saying? But it was also like I was interested. You know what I'm saying? So it was she was a real cool person. Then when it got down to business, you know what I'm saying? It was just like it was like the artist came out. You know what I'm saying? It was real cool.
You weren't on stage like looking at it like, don't mess my record up, were you?
Fetty admitted he took the advice to heart, but by then, the superstar subsidy had already hollowed out his accounts. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit and touring revenue vanished, Fetty faced a psychological crossroads. He admitted that he chose the drug trade not out of a desire for power, but out of a cowardly fear of looking like he had fallen off to the people still relying on him.
Because once you spend all your money and you got to go back to what you know. Once you spend all your money, especially if you ain't made no money off the money you tried to make off the music, you know, and I see I see it more happen with artists that's not at the top.
He stepped back into the world he once sang about in Trap Queen, but this time the stakes were real. The feds allege he was part of a ring that bought drugs on the West Coast and smuggled them back east to be sold to smaller dealers. When they raided the operation, they found $1.5 million in cash, 16 keys, and multiple firearms. Fetty eventually pleaded guilty, taking full accountability and stating that nobody made me do it. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison, a period he now calls a much-needed silence that allowed him to hear himself think for the first time since 2014. Now that he has returned home, the narrative has shifted from Kingpin back to father. Fetty says his time behind bars taught him the true value of time, something no amount of jewelry or $1,500 jeans can buy. He has expressed deep regret for the birthdays and milestones he missed with his children and hopes for their forgiveness.
It was much needed. It was much needed, for sure. Definitely much needed. And a lot of people say I'm crazy for that, you know what I'm saying? But you got one day, you downtown selling CDs, trying to make a name for yourself. And then you got another day you on stage with Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like you do so much, everything was a blur. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was moving so fast half the times I don't even have pictures of everything I did. I'm like, hey, send me pictures. You ain't got none. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, let me see where I went wrong over here or what I did this. And you start to, you just take mental notes and like you learn yourself, man. Like you learn yourself. Like I said, you either gonna get better or you're gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give up on yourself, or you gonna go hard for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it just was like, I gotta go harder, man. Like, this can't be it for me right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way I'm about to just come home and just go get a job or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to Target. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta do what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta man up and take responsibility for the shit that I did to get me in this position, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
His focus has moved away from the industry noise and toward a redemptive path, starting a foundation for children with disabilities, specifically those struggling with vision loss like he did. He wants to show them that a disability doesn't have to define your future, just as his past doesn't have to define his. Click like and turn on notifications for the next video.